Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming this evening. It's amazing to see you all here. And we all know why we're here. It's to really support and encourage this special occasion and celebrate the art and creativity of the youth. So thank you all for coming and being part of this evening. I hope that you all enjoy this evening, but before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land. This exhibition is located on Wurundjeri Woiwurrung country, and we respectfully acknowledge them. We acknowledge them as the traditional owners of the land. Of the lands that we govern, the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung, Bunurong and Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation, and we pay our respects to their elders past and present. We acknowledge and honour the unbroken spiritual culture and political connection that they have maintained to this unique place. The Wurundjeri people and the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation, this has been their lands for centuries. They have a really strong connection to this place and their culture and heritage that is carried on from generation to generation. And they're still continuing on. And they've continued this tradition for more than 2,000 generations. We also accept the invitation in the Uluru Statement from the Heart and are committed to working together to build a better future. Now, just to let you know, I will be your MC for this evening. I think I've met a few of you already, or at previous art events potentially. But who am I? I'm Walter Kidiki. I'm just a simple deaf black man from Melbourne. Melbourne is my home. I moved here from England, but really established myself, and I feel ingrained, and my roots really were placed here in Melbourne as my home. It has a really strong art culture here, and it's absolutely amazing. It's a really immersive community. My background is in poetry, Auslan poetry, BSL poetry as well, so this is my sign for poetry. So when I moved to Australia, I hadn't really, tried out this different art modality, and I hadn't been involved in that at all. But now it's starting to spread throughout the deaf community, and Auslan poetry is becoming part of the culture. It's very different from an English representation of poetry. Auslan's very visual in its delivery. It's a bit like painting a picture with emotion with your hands. You feel that real raw connection to that heart and hands, and that's where I base my poetry from. Deaf Children Australia has different events and things as well that we can all be part of. But here in Melbourne, I've been involved in different events like the Winter Light Festival, and I really was able to then present my poetry of butterfly hands. And I've been involved in other arts along my journey as well. So that's me in a nutshell. And we're here to enjoy this evening, but I'd like to quickly go through some housekeeping rules. Maybe there's potentially an emergency situation that occurs. Could you please use the stairs not the lifts. Please use the stairs to get down to the ground floor and exit the building that way. So in the event of an emergency, just to repeat, please don't use the elevators. The staff, of course, will help guide anyone out of the building if there is an incident, so please don't panic. Just wait on the staff. They will guide us out. Another little housekeeping thing. The exit is on level 1. But if there's any sort of issues with anyone needing a medical emergency, there's a defibrillator downstairs as well. But if there's a fire, don't breathe it in, don't panic. I can grab the hose if we need, but level 1 has the fire extinguisher and level 2 also, so don't worry, we are safe. So now let's move on to this evening, Deaf Children Australia's art exhibition. It's truly phenomenal art. When they asked me to MC for this evening, I was really excited, but at the same time I wasn't sure how to start, like how I would present this. So I spoke to David and Tamara about the event, and it was so lovely to hear what they had to say about the art exhibition beginning 3 years ago as a newly established community engagement event. And David was saying that his aim was to plant that seed of discussion regarding creativity and have those real discussions about deaf children and what they can be part of and how to get them to engage and how children can aspire to something greater and to really get involved. When it first started the competition, it was great. The second year there was 14 people that were part of it, and then suddenly this year it really grew. 2019 it really grew. So that whole idea of deaf children getting involved in arts was really starting to be spread across the country. And there's 29 people that applied for this year, so it's great to see. So now I'd like to introduce you all to the first of the judges, Angie Gatto. Where's Angie? Oh, there you are, Angie. Welcome, Angie. She'll explain a few things about her perspective of the exhibit, and then she will let you know who the first winner is. So thank you, Angie. Hello everyone. I'm Angie, this is my sign name. I'll speak my speech because my Auslan is not my first language, English is, so I would prefer to speak, so I'll use the interpreter.
Okay, I'm a deaf art educator and a painter, and I do Auslan programs in various art galleries around Sydney and create figurative paintings based on my experience as a deaf person in a hearing world. I'm really excited to be here for this art competition. Embracing our difference is very important to me. As we should all celebrate our uniqueness, I support Deaf Children Australia art competition because we need role models for the younger generation to show that they can achieve their best despite any challenges related to deafness. So, now, the winner of the art competition is, the first one, is Charlie Shackloff for his piece, titled Clever Cassowary. Is that pronounced right, I hope? Yes. Yay!
Hello, I'm Charlie. This is my paper cassowary. I love drawing cassowary and other animals. Cassowary are all different and they hear different too. Thank you for my rule. I'm so sorry.
Low vibrating sound. Each cassowary helmet is unique, similar to how deaf people are all different as well. Very interesting. I really admire Charlie's use of colour and his shading and technique to create the texture. It's amazing, especially considering his age group. It's that image shopping, if you could see over there. How beautiful is that? Yeah. 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 Anyway, Charlie lived in Queensland and was unable to attend to our event in person tonight. Charlie's mum has sent through a video to him to share the audio, which will be played. So I think they will show a video now.
Hello, I'm Charlie. This is my paper cassowary. I love drawing cassowary and other animals. Cassowary are all different and they hear different too. Thank you for my rule. I'm so excited to be the winner. This means so much and made me want to keep drawing. Thank you. I now feel like an artist talent.
Wow. Okay, now the runner-up is Diesel Oldham Smith for his painting titled Different Fish Make a Stool. A very interesting title. It's so inspiring to hear his positive story about how everyone can play, learn and work together. Despite knowing he's different, as an Indigenous person with hearing loss and other disabilities, he loved his school and is treated well by everyone. It's a beautiful sense of belonging and receiving help when needed. The painting was inspired by Diesel's experience of fishing with his father, where he saw the fish are all different but still swim together as a group, just like the students at his school. He bravely experimented with mixing colours, resulting in a fabulous, vibrant, happy painting. It's beautiful. Okay. And unfortunately, Diesel couldn't join us tonight because he lives in New South Wales. His mum has sent through a short video from Diesel to share with everyone tonight. So we'll have a look there. Oh, there seems to be a bit of difficulty in technology. It should work it soon. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, that's it really. Yeah. Okay, so okay, there you go. Thank you.
So I'd like to congratulate Charlie and Diesel. Both have done such an amazing job. Congratulations to you both. So I made a bit of an error before. I went straight to the award and inviting Angie up, but I hadn't actually introduced Angie, so I apologise for that, or myself properly. So Angie... So Angie herself focuses on the category of the age 8 to 11. So that was for that age category. I neglected to mention that before. So it's the two winners from the age category of 8 to 11. But Angie has explained a little bit about herself, and I unfortunately forgot to introduce her, so I apologise for that. Angie is one of the judges for this competition. She has worked for a long time in the arts. She researches different art practices and studies those along the way. For example, screen printing. That's correct, isn't it, Angie? Yes. T-shirt printing as well. Ceramics. And lastly, she's also involved in painting. So she has a variety of practices. And she's also an art teacher. She works at the Museum of Modern Art in Sydney. And she also works part-time for Powerhouse Museum, which she must be a very busy lady to be a part of all those organisations at the same time. So thank you, Angie. So now we'll move on. So 12 to 17 is the next age group category. So Shell, her sign name's like this, Shell, like a little snail up the arm. And do I need to introduce Shell? I will, but she has an extensive history. She's been involved in many different arts practices over the years. For example, drawing, printmaking, clothing design and creation, sculptures, and also installation art pieces and performing arts. So she's done some poetry as well, I believe, and perhaps we should do a poetry reading together at some point. Shell says definitely. She has plenty of experience within the art world, and she likes to share her experiences with deaf people and helps to advocate for them to really showcase their art. And Shell will now come to present the 12 to 17 age category. So welcome, Shell. Thanks.
Hello everyone, thank you Walter. As Walter introduced me, my name is Shell De Stefano, and I'm here to present the 12 to 17-year-old art group category. I'd like to say that I'm really honoured to be here tonight and to have been asked to be a judge for one of these fantastic events. It's amazing that this award is being on offer, and I hope it continues through. So it's very different and powerful for me being involved in this event. Both personally, I feel that people need to be adaptable, and not everyone is different. Not everyone is the same, but everyone is different. So for me, I don't feel that it's right to have to conform to society. As a deaf person with deaf culture, and also an artist myself, I work in the art field full time now, and this allows my inner child to come out through my art and expression. I live where I want to live, I wear what I want to wear. I spend my time with who I want to spend my time with. And everyone is different, and everyone should be cherished because of their differences. I don't believe in having to follow society's rules. I think they're very outdated and very old-fashioned. There's so many people that are born into this world, and they all have their own unique personality, their own unique expression and individuality, and I think that's just incredible. I think we all have our own different personalities, our own ideas, and everybody needs to be respected. And I think for everybody, they have that right to feel respected for their own unique individuality. And we all have the right to experience that. Everyone is different, and I think that that's an absolute true statement, embellishing what this art competition entails today. And that's had a massive impact on my life now, and also on the world. The world is so different to my time growing up. So I think it's very good to be out there within the community. And not have to hold yourself back or feel oppressed. I don't want to ever see anybody be oppressed or have things that have happened in the past happen again. I want everybody to be able to express themselves. So this DCA award and this event is fantastic for deaf people and deaf children specifically to be able to express their own ideas, their passions and their creativity through this competition. It's something that I feel is very important, and art should never be disregarded. I think it should be supported and very much cherished as we move into the future. It shouldn't be seen as work, because in the past it was never actually recognised as something that you could do for work. It was always just a hobby. But now art is an actual full-time job, as Walter has experienced, as Sujo, as Angie have all mentioned or will be speaking about. They use art in their everyday life as part of their employment as well. So I think art is very important. It teaches a lot through creativity and also through critical thinking. It's creative, it's ingenious, and it's very expressive. It allows us to have our emotions exposed and to learn more about our identity through expressing those emotions. And I think it's very important for development for children and for them to learn more about themselves through this creativity that you're experiencing on this art exhibition display this evening. So I'm hoping that this can continue every year, and as Walter has said, it's already growing and growing from its first establishment. I'd like to encourage more people to be involved and get outside of their comfort zone and be creative and express themselves. I don't want people to be shy. I'd like them to actually be able to share and not be scared of their own feelings or emotions, but to be able to express themselves without feeling they have to hide away, and be proud of the art that they've made. I think it's amazing, and every piece is perfect. So I think when you're looking at art, the imperfections of art is actually what makes each piece more perfect in itself. There's no right or wrong way. It's up to each person's individual creations. So now talking a little bit about the winner of this particular category. I was given the fortunate job of choosing out of so many amazing, brilliant artworks. It was very difficult. I'm sure you can see by looking at what's on display here today what a hard job I've had. But my eyes kept being drawn to one particular piece. I kept going back to one particular piece of artwork. And then I read the story related to this. The technical aspects, the colours, everything all matches beautifully together, and it's on display on the far wall there. So I was really surprised at looking at each of the artworks, but as I say, this one seemed to impact me a lot more. For some reason, I could really relate to this one personally. I think this art allows you to accept who you are in life, allows the community to be accepting of you. And for this reason, I think this was why I chose this one, because it wasn't about following the trends or following society. It was about being very different and unique. I think it's so important just to be yourself. Everyone is an individual. And the runner-up, I also felt a strong connection to in that area, because I could look at myself as an individual and my identity and realise that through their artwork and the colour use, they were really showing about standing up for who you are and accepting yourself. The artwork was done figuratively, and I thought that was really beautiful. So I would like to announce who the winners are. The first award goes to Emily Wu from Victoria, and her art piece is called Sunset Over the Water. Unfortunately, Emily could not attend in person today, so she has also sent through a video. So we'd like to share that with you now.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily and I'm 15 years old. Even though I couldn't be here tonight in person, sadly, I'm really honoured to have won this award from Deaf Children Australia, so thank you so much. And my piece is a fabric collage called Sun Over Water. I wanted to represent how even though every sunset is different, they're all beautiful in their own unique ways. I wanted to celebrate the beauty that can come with being different, and I really hope that one day everyone can be able to recognize that their differences make them unique and that people can accept themselves for who they are. So yeah, thank you. Have a great night.
Emily, and I hope that you'll keep going and make some more fantastic art into the future. The second award, or the runner-up award, goes to Angus Franks, also from Victoria. His art is called Deaf Diversity, and I believe that Angus is with us tonight, so I'd like to welcome you up to receive your award. Thank you. Congratulations. And I'd like to say I thought it was such a fantastic piece of artwork. Please keep being creative. Please keep making art. And I think your art can lead you anywhere you like within the world to fulfill all your dreams. Thank you. So in closing, I'd just like to say congratulations to both those artists and to everyone that has put forward their pieces of art, and I hope to see everyone's work continuing on, and I'd just like to hand back to Walter. So thank you.
Thank you, Shell. Plus congratulations to Emily and to Angus again. So can we give him another round of applause, please? So now the third category is 18 to 23 age group. So I will invite Sujo. Sujo Wright, this is her sign name, Sue. So she was here for the previous competition as one of the judges. Sue is also from Sydney, and she had to fly down, she flew down yesterday. So thank you, Sujo, for attending from Sydney. So she lives in Sydney, but she's really strongly involved in the art community there. Majority of her art is photography and film. Also textiles. Yes, that's correct, textiles. Similar to Shell, so similar sort of art practice. Sue uses her art to really discover her identity as a deaf person. she uses the art to really express who she is. And that sign language really is such a precious language, and it really saved her life, feeling like she could express herself to the world through that communication. And that way she could navigate her two worlds, the deaf and hearing worlds, that is. From 2019, Sue Jo worked within the art community advocating for artists to be involved. She's a really strong advocate, and her aim is to break down barriers and reduce that limitation that's put on others, and so allow deaf and hard of hearing people access into that world of the arts. So she helps to advocate for access to performance, exhibitions and other forms of art. So now, without further ado, I'd like to invite Sue Jo to present the next category.
Hello everybody, thank you very much. I'm so pleased to be here this evening. This theme is really important, and the reason behind that is because it shows so many variations and differences. All the uniqueness of people, from their backgrounds to their culture to their experiences, and to coming together to make something amazing like you can see here this evening. It's really awe-inspiring. Myself as an artist, I've been able to support Deaf Children Australia, and I'm very honoured to do so by being a judge in this competition. I think each artwork is unique, and just as unique as the people out there that make up the world. So I'd really like to encourage all the artists and all the young deaf people who have contributed to continue and make art a passion in your life and possible future career. I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to see a deaf artist that's actually exhibited here tonight grow up and become professional, maybe have art as a career. There's many opportunities now for us in the field. As myself, Shell, Angie and Walter have shown this evening, it's possible to be a deaf person and an artist. You just need to have that passion. And you need to follow your passion and follow the career paths that will lead you to those opportunities. So it's very important to have that, and that's why I love what I do, and I love seeing that and nurturing that in other people, especially just following in their footsteps and seeing them grow. So the first award that I'm presenting, as Walter said, is the age group 18 to 23, and this is comprised of 5 artists' work. So the first person is Diana Hassan from New South Wales, and her art was titled Everyone is Different. So Diana has kept her skills hidden for a very long time, but now she's finally being able to show and share them with the community. So I think that's very courageous and very special, and I'm very proud of her for being able to do that. So thank you to Diana for allowing us to see your true self through your artwork. Unfortunately, Diana was unable to attend here in person because she also lives far away in New South Wales, but she does have a video message that she'd like to share with you. My sign name. I just want to say thank you so much for this award. This means so much to me. I want to say that I'm grateful for all the support out there. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, well done. Congratulations to Diana. The second winner, or the runner-up of this particular category, is Hayley Edgar. So congratulations. She's also from New South Wales, and her title is Unique is Beautiful. And it's wonderful to see the work that Hayley's exhibited. She's done a photo collage, and it's many photos from friends, herself, her family, and people close in her life. And she's very focused on the individuality of each of these people and has photographed them and put them together in a collage. And it shows all the variances of each person and how she's beautifully linked them together in this artwork piece. So it's very inclusive, and her work makes people feel very welcome and very accepted. It doesn't matter what their background is or who they are. So I think this particular piece of art reminds me, and should remind everybody, to just break down any of those barriers. It doesn't matter about discrimination or differences. It's specifically about who you are. It doesn't matter if it's gender, race. Everyone is different. Everyone's story is interesting. Everyone has various personalities and experiences that they bring, and different relationships. And all of these things are equally as important. So I want to say congratulations to Hayley. I'm very excited to bring you up to receive your certificate. So congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much, and I want to say congratulations to all the entrants and all the finalists, and please keep going. I think it's so exciting to see all of your creations. Thank you.
Thank you, Sujo, for your lovely speech as well. And also congratulations to Diana and Hayley. So I hope that next year you'll all be involved in this process again, because I would love to see more art from all of the people that participated in this year's competition. So now that we've finished the 18 to 23 category, there's a People Choice Award. I'd like to introduce DCA's interim CEO, Lisa Ratcliffe, to present the People Choice Award for 2024.
Thank you, Walter, and welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us all this evening. What a fantastic turnout, both online and here in physical presence. I'm really excited to present this award, but firstly I'd like to thank our wonderful community engagement team for organising tonight's event, and all our other wonderful staff who have helped behind the scenes to put this together. Amazing work, and thank you very much. Much appreciated. So our People's Choice Award is an amazing opportunity for the public to engage with the artworks we receive for our art competition. The winner of the People's Choice Award is determined through a voting system which we opened for a week to the public for a week this year. And we're thrilled to have received over 900 votes, showing us that the wider community is eager to engage in the artwork that we've received. This year, our winner is Tanisha Iyer. With her drawing, Everyone is Different, and we'd like to invite Tanisha up to collect her award. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Lisa. So remember how we tried to show you the video from Diesel and unfortunately it failed? Now we've resuscitated the technology and it's ready to play for you all. So I hope you enjoy the video from Diesel and then we will wrap up the evening. So let's pass over to Diesel now.
I'm doing my picture. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
So I just wanted to thank everyone for coming this evening and for showing your support to the youth and the deaf artists. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your attendance this evening. I have a few people to specially acknowledge for this evening. So I really wanted to express our appreciation and thanks to Greg Noonan for his generous gift of support for this evening's exhibition. So thank you so much, Greg, for your generous gift. I'd also like to thank the 3 judges, Angie, Shell, and Sujo. Thank you very much for your efforts. And your passion was really on display, as well as your experience within the arts. So it was really worthwhile having you as part of the judging team. We'd also like to thank Ashton John Pierre for coming and photographing this evening. And to Michael MacArthur and his team who were organising the live stream for this evening. Thank you so much for your efforts. I'd also like to add a special acknowledgement to Louise Ward for the wonderful food, the wonderful spread there on the table, so thank you. Also, I'd like to thank the 2 interpreters for their efforts this evening, Danielle and what's her name, Leah. Thank you for your hard work and sweat and voices. After this, you'll be able to take a big deep breath and relax those vocal cords. And we'd also like to say that the live stream was proudly supported by Braille Tactile Signs Australia. And we'd really like to extend our gratitude to them for providing this service this evening. Also, I wanted to acknowledge the Melbourne City for allowing us to use this space. And now, I would like to give you all a little gift. Remember that I said previously that I enjoy poetry. I will be signing 2 poems. The first one will be a very plain English poem, and then the second one will be in Auslan only, so it'll be a visual representation of the poem, because it's really impossible to express the same thing in the 2 languages at once. So Auslan is such a visual representation of things, it really doesn't follow an English poetry process, so they're completely different in their processing. So firstly, I will sign in English, and that poem I think I wrote when I was about 16 or 17 at the time, and I wore my heart on my sleeve at that time, and you could see that true emotion expressed through the words. It was a note for someone special at the time, but unfortunately I failed to catch her. So I will first sign in English this poem. I wrote I wrote our names upon the beach. I thought our love might last. But the waves came and took away our names. But deep down, this achy heart, our names still linger on. So that's poem in plain English. And now I will show you the specific styles of Auslan and how it's impossible to translate it into English. So now I will become a full visual poet, and you will see everything in 3D. So sit back and watch. I'll use my facial expression, and I'll encourage you all to watch my facial expressions through this poetry. And that's it. Thank you, everyone. And that's the end of this evening. So you can stay until 7:30. So there's plenty of food there to be eaten. So please enjoy and mingle. And I hope to see you again next year. And that hopefully the event will be much larger and we can encourage more children to be participants of this evening. So thank you, everyone, for your time.